Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're diving headfirst into the really dynamic world of competitive Taekwondo.
Yeah, and we're using competitive Taekwondo championship techniques and training by Master Young Subkill as our guide.
Right, Master Kill from Kill's Taekwondo Centers. This book looks incredibly thorough.
It really is. We're going to try and unpack, the principles, the actual techniques, kicks, footwork, stances, even the mental game, which is
And
huge.
this isn't just for watching, is it? It feels like it's really for the people in the sport.
Exactly. Trainees, athletes, coaches, people serious about competing.
Which is a lot of people, globally speaking. What is it, like 60 million students?
Something like that, yeah,
Yeah.
across nearly 180 countries. And it's an Olympic sport, of course.
Okay.
Very exciting to watch.
Definitely. So our mission today is to pull out the key insights from Master Kill's work, kind of a shortcut to understanding the core of competitive Taekwondo training and techniques.
That's the plan. Giving folks a solid grasp of what this martial art demands at a high level.
Okay, let's jump in. First up, motivation. What actually gets people training and sticking with it? Chapter 1 tackles this, right?
It does. And what's interesting is how Master Kill splits it. You've got internal drivers.
Like wanting to achieve something personally, discipline, health maybe,
Exactly that inner fire. But then there's the external side too.
role models, support from your team, family.
Precisely. Seeing someone succeed, having people in your corner, that can be a powerful push.
And the instructor's role in this seems pretty critical according to the book.
Oh, absolutely. Master Kill really stresses that. Instructors need to build trust, use training methods that, genuinely light that internal fire.
So it's more than just drills, it's about the whole environment.
Right. Making athletes feel like they can grow, like they can actually reach their potential.
Okay, moving on to goals. We always hear set goals, but the book gets specific about timelines.
Yeah, and that's helpful. Clear goals give you direction,
Yeah.
right? A roadmap. Master Kill talks about short-term goals.
Things you can nail down in what, like 3 months?
Yeah, maybe mastering a certain kick, getting your stance just right. Then there are intermediate goals, maybe 4 to 6 months out.
Getting ready for a specific tournament, perhaps?
Could be being competition ready. And then the long-term stuff,
The big picture, like 1 to 3 years.
right? Aiming for something ambitious, like making the national team. And key to all this is having a daily schedule and actually tracking your progress.
Tracking. So important. You need to see if you're actually improving.
You really do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just guesswork.
But what about hitting a wall? Overtraining, slumps, that happens.
Totally. Master Kill addresses that directly, recognizing the signs, performance drops, enthusiasm waning,
Uh-huh.
and knowing it's okay to adjust. Maybe ease back, get support, find ways to, rediscover why you started. It's part of the process.
Right, not a sign of failure, just a phase. Okay, so motivation's there, goals are set. How do you train effectively to win? That's chapter 2.
Exactly. And a key point right off the bat, skill comes from smart practice, not just banging out reps.
So just doing it over and over isn't enough? Could even be bad.
It can be. Practicing incorrectly just ingrains bad habits, which can really hold you back. It's about quality, focused practice.
Makes sense. Quality over just quantity. The book also talks about stages of learning these skills.
Yeah, 3 stages. Beginner stage,
Mm-hmm.
mostly visual.
Yeah.
You watch, you try to copy.
Okay.
Intermediate.
Yeah.
You start connecting the visual with how it feels in your muscles, getting that kinesthetic sense.
Right, feeling the movement.
And then the advanced stage, that's where it becomes almost automatic.
Like muscle memory.
Pretty much. You're not thinking about the mechanics of the kick itself, which frees up your mind for tactics, strategy, seeing the bigger picture in the match.
Speaking of kicks, there was that simple formula for power that caught my eye.
Ah, yeah, the physics bit. Power equals mass times speed.
Right. And since your mass is, well, your mass.
The focus has to be on increasing speed. That's where you get the real gains in kicking power. The book also mentions different kick types, flexibility, breath control, all feeding into that speed and power.
Controlled speed, then. And for practice itself, are there specific ways to make it more effective?
Definitely. Tailoring it to your level is crucial. What works for a beginner won't challenge an advanced athlete
Sure.
on how you structure practice time. Like the concentration method, intense, focus on one skill, short rests. Or the allocation method, longer sessions, more variety.
So finding what works for you. What about partial versus whole practice?
Good question. Partial is breaking a complex move down, practicing the bits. Whole practice is doing the entire technique as one unit.
And one is better than the other.
Master Kill suggests whole practice is often better for techniques you actually use as a single unit in a fight. You want to train it how you'll use it.
Train like you fight. Makes sense. We talk speed, but what about hitting the target?
Critical point. Speed is great, but speed without accuracy. Less
Oh.
effective. Master Kill hammers this home. Precision is key. You need to land those strikes accurately.
Okay, speed and precision, which leads naturally to needing a solid training plan, I guess.
Absolutely. It needs to be individualized, considering your level, goals, competition schedule, and periodization is important here.
Periodization, like training in cycles.
Exactly. A preparatory phase to build your base,
Mm-hmm.
a competition phase where you peak for events, and a recovery phase to avoid burnout and let your body heal. It's strategic.
Very systematic. And the daily plan, the book breaks that down too.
Yep. 5 stages. Start with purpose motivation, get your head right, then preparatory exercise, your warm-up.
Got it.
Main exercise is the core. Basic skills, scoring techniques, tactics, then winding down the cool down, and finally, evaluation reflect on the session.
That's thorough. And there's even a sample weekly schedule, table 2.1.
There is. It shows how you might spread things out. Conditioning one day, basic kicks another. Different types of sparring running, paddle bag, free sparring, chest pad work.
Wow.
It balances targeting endurance, strength, agility, speed, power across the week. It's a good template.
Sounds intense. I assume warming up and cooling down are non-negotiable.
Oh, absolutely essential. Warm-ups get the body ready, increase temperature, reduce injury risk. Stretching improves flexibility, range of motion vital for technique, and preventing pulls or tears.
Okay, solid foundation. So motivated, training smart. Now the physical building blocks. Chapter 3, strength, explosive power, endurance, agility. These sound like the core engine.
They really are. Master Kill calls them the bedrock. You need the physical capacity to execute techniques effectively, powerfully, and crucially, keep doing it through a whole match.
Let's break them down. Muscular strength. What kind of exercises are we talking?
The basics, really. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats, fundamental bodyweight stuff that builds that core strength needed for Taekwondo movement.
Right, foundational. How about explosive power? That sounds like quick bursts, right? For fast kicks.
Exactly. Think frog jump for leg power, jumping knees to chest, jump rope for quick feet, sprints. Anything that develops that fast-twitch muscle response.
Yeah, I can see how those help with snap and speed. Endurance, obviously key for lasting.
Yeah.
How do you build that?
Super important for not fading in later rounds. Master Kill suggests continuous training, like steady runs, but also interval training.
High intensity, then rest, then repeat.
Right. And sparring itself is a fantastic endurance builder, specific to the sport.
And agility. Being quick on your feet, balanced.
Yep. Controlling your body, changing direction fast, keeping your balance even when things get chaotic. Exercises like zigzag runs, speed kicking drills, sidestepping, backstepping, they all help build that nimbleness.
The chapter gives examples of circuit training too, mixing these elements.
It does. Shows how to put together a routine combining strength, endurance, agility exercises with set times and reps. It reinforces that you need to develop all these things together.
Right, it's the whole package. You can't just be strong, you need to be strong and fast and have the stamina. Okay, makes total sense. Now let's get to the heart of it. Kicking and blocking. Chapter 4.
Yes, the absolute fundamentals. Kicks and punches are your tools for attack and counterattack.
Yeah.
Master Kill stresses bodyweight transfer and balance here. It's not just the leg.
It's the whole body working together. Okay, let's run through the basic kicks. Front snap kick.
Uses the ball of the foot, targets trunk, side, ribs, face. It's a straight snapping motion.
Okay, round kick. Very common one.
Uses the instep, targets trunk,
Yeah.
side. That classic sweeping circular path. Powerful.
Side kick. Looks like a strong push.
It is. Uses the side, the edge of the foot, targets trunk or side. Good for pushing, creating distance.
Back kick that requires some coordination.
Definitely. Uses the heel, targets trunk or face, a backward pushing motion, needs a good turn.
Spinning back kick adds even more power.
Oh, yeah. Heel strike again, trunk or face target, but with a full body spin for maximum momentum. Very effective if landed right.
Axe kick, that dramatic downward chop.
Right? Uses the heel or sole, targets head or shoulder, comes straight down. Very distinct.
Pushing kick sounds defensive, creating space.
Primarily, yes. Ball of the foot, targets trunk or face, mainly to push the opponent back, manage distance.
And the jump spin hook kick. Sounds complex.
It is advanced. Heel or bottom of the foot usually targets the face. Involves a jump, a spin, and that hooking leg motion. Very flashy, very effective if you master it. Master Kill details the striking points, targets, directions for all of these.
a really solid toolkit, but you need to move to use these tools effectively. Which brings us to Chapter 5, Stepping and Footwork.
Couldn't agree more. Footwork is, well, fundamental. Master Kill says steps are for feinting, adjusting distance, setting up combinations. Attack and defense rely on it. It's how you navigate the space.
The chapter starts with steps in place. What are those? Just shuffling.
Kinda, but more controlled. Small steps, large steps, quick ones, slow ones, continuous little adjustments, changing steps. It's all about staying balanced, light, ready to react without actually covering much ground, keeping that dynamic base.
Then moving across the mat, steps forward and steps backward.
Pretty straightforward. Forward step. Shift weight to the front foot, step through with the rear. Backward. Shift weight back, step back with the front foot. The key is always maintaining balance.
Side steps seem really important for angles.
Hugely important. Shifting weight sideways, stepping out, clockwise, counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Let you get off the opponent's line of attack, create openings. Essential for defense and setting up counters.
There's even a 180-degree forward step with a jump. Sounds like a surprise move.
It absolutely is. Good for catching an opponent off guard by rapidly changing direction and closing the distance simultaneously.
And those side steps are crucial for counterattacking, too.
Vital. Evade the attack, shift, and step into position for your own shot, often from an angle they don't expect.
So footwork isn't just about getting around, it's deeply tactical. And all this movement needs a solid foundation, which is Chapter 6, Competitive Stances.
Exactly right. Your stance is everything. Stability, mobility, power generation. It all starts from how you stand. Master Kill really emphasizes this.
It starts with a natural stance. Just relaxed.
Yeah, comfortable, balanced, allows quick transitions into movement. It's your neutral gear, basically.
Then the fighting stance. How's that different?
More engaged. Usually somewhat sideways to the opponent, weight balanced, knees slightly bent, stable base for attack and defense.
Yeah.
And it varies, based on whether you're left or right foot dominant.
Right, your power leg usually goes back.
Often, yeah,
Yeah.
to generate more force in kicks. But the key thing is,
It's not static.
not at all. You have to constantly adjust your stance based on the opponent, the distance, what you're trying to do. It's fluid, dynamic.
Okay, stance is solid, movement is good. Now, how do you outsmart the opponent? Chapter 7. Feints and timing. This feels like where the chess match begins.
It really does. Feinting, as Master Kill defines it, is all about deception. Movements designed to mislead your opponent about your real intention.
Like a fake out.
Exactly. You make them think you're doing one thing, they react, and boom, you exploit the opening that reaction creates. He distinguishes direct attacks from indirect ones, which often use feints.
What kind of feints are there?
Lots. Upper body feints, shoulder shrug, head nod. Kicking feints. Starting a kick, but pulling it or changing it. Stepping feints, quick weight shifts, small steps. Even just changing your stance briefly. Faking low to go high. And often, the best feints combine a couple of these.
This sounds like a real mind game played at high speed. What about timing, the other part of this chapter?
Timing is crucial. It's about launching your technique at the perfect moment, relative to your opponent's movement or stance change, when they're most vulnerable.
Okay. And there are different types of timing.
Yeah, he breaks it down. Preemptive attack striking just before they can. Simultaneous attack, both go at once, you aim to land first or harder. And then dodge and counterattack, you evade their shot, could immediately fire back.
And speed is obviously critical for timing.
Absolutely inseparable.
Yeah.
You need the speed to capitalize on those fleeting moments of opportunity that good timing presents. Fast and precise, right when it counts.
Fascinating stuff. We've got the physical, the technical, the tactical, but there's the mental side. Chapter 8, Developing the Mind of a Champion.
Just as important, if not more so at the highest levels. Physical skill gets you far, but mental strength often makes the difference. Master Kill really emphasizes this.
Confidence comes up first, believing in yourself.
Right, that solid belief in your abilities, built through hard preparation, positive experiences. But he warns against being overconfident.
Right, can make you careless.
Or having too little confidence, which just holds you back. Finding that sweet spot.
How do you build that healthy confidence?
Good training, knowing you're prepared. Match experience, getting comfortable under pressure, learning new skills, getting feedback. Positive self-talk is huge. And visualization, mentally rehearsing success.
Makes sense. Train hard, learn, think positively, see yourself succeed. What about nerves, though? Anxiety before a match, that can cripple anyone.
Oh yeah, tension and anxiety can really sabotage performance. Master Kill gives strategies. Focus on the present moment, not the what-ifs. Control what you control. Control your preparation, your effort. Use positive self-talk again. Breathing exercises. Relaxation techniques.
Staying grounded, focusing on the process. Concentration also seems key in a chaotic fight.
Absolutely vital. Keeping your focus locked on the target, the task, despite distractions.
How do you train that?
Practice under distracting conditions. Helps build resilience. Consciously focus your gaze during techniques. Mental rehearsal practice, staying focused in your mind.
And visualization comes up again here.
Yep. Mentally rehearsing successful techniques. Entire positive match scenarios. It builds confidence and improves performance by creating that mental blueprint for success.
It's clear being a champion is a whole person thing, body and mind working together. Okay, so we have all these pieces. Chapter 9 is about putting it all together, drilling for competition.
Exactly. This is where you bridge the gap between learning techniques and using them effectively in sparring and competition. Drilling makes responses automatic.
Ingraining it so you don't have to think under pressure.
Precisely. Internalizing movements. The chapter details tons of drills. Starts with attack drills, basic kicks, first mirror work for form, then with a partner for timing, distance, accuracy, covers all the basic kicks we talked about.
Very systematic. Then step knee kicks, round kicks. What's the focus there?
Integrating footwork with the round kick. Drills with bouncing, switch feet, shuffle steps, pulling steps, adding feints, making the kick dynamic and adaptable.
Then partner drills. Step round knee kicks with partner, paddle kicks with partner, getting more interactive.
Yeah, crucial for hitting a moving target, maintaining balance, managing distance. Paddle drills are great for accuracy, power on contact, coordination, using axe kicks, pushing kicks, spin hooks on the paddles.
And drills specifically for the chest protector, the hogu.
Right. Chest pad kicks, hogu drills.
Right.
Practicing hitting that specific target with power and accuracy, like in a real match, partner holds the pads.
Then the focus shifts to defense with step round knee kicks, counter, and steps with partner counter.
Exactly. Now, drilling how to respond to attacks. Using good position and balance for counter-round kicks. Working target accuracy, distance reaction time, balance specifically in counter situations with a partner.
And more counter drills follow. Counter kicks with partner, paddle kicks, counter.
These really hone reacting offensively. Partners alternate attacking and countering. Paddle drills improve reaction time to an incoming attack and landing accurate counters on that moving target. Plus, kicking bag counter drills for power and accuracy.
What about sidestep drills, counter, adding lateral movement?
Yep. Using side steps to create angles for counters. Basic side steps, then combining side steps with knee round kicks. Practicing them with a partner makes it dynamic.
There are so many drills. Kicking bag for power, basic kick combinations. Why drill combinations?
Essential for learning to link kicks smoothly. Doing it with a partner helps you react and adjust mid-combination based on their movement, building that flow.
Line drills, forward motion running kicks sound like they build forward momentum.
Exactly. Developing speed, balance, coordination while moving forward and kicking. Different variations, number of kicks, adding feints, simulating pressing and attack.
And finally, all the sparring variations. Running, step, knee, bag, intensified drills, paddle training, paddle sparring, free sparring. Why so many types?
It's a progression. Each type builds specific skills for competition. Running sparring for agility decisions. Step knee for close range. Bag for power accuracy without retaliation. Intensified for endurance. Paddle training for speed accuracy stamina. Paddle sparring for timing distance adaptation.
And free sparring. That's essential. Puts it all together, simulates the real thing, builds adaptability.
It's an incredibly detailed, progressive system. Okay, foundation build, skills drilled. Chapters 10 and 11 are about application, attacking and counterattacking. Let's start with attacking, chapter 10.
Master Kill classifies attacks. Single direct, single indirect using feints, multiple indirect, attacks using steps feints, grounded kicks, jump kicks, advanced stuff, combinations. He stresses again, mastering the basics is key for any effective attack or counter. And then it gets into specific strategies based on the opponent. This is the real tactical chess game.
Absolutely. How to adjust your attack based on their size, style, reactions.
Yep.
Like against a tall opponent. Getting close, cut kicks to the legs.
Makes sense. Unfamiliar opponent.
Use variety early on, feints, different attacks. Probe their reactions, find weaknesses.
Attack-oriented opponent versus a hesitant one.
Against an attacker, focus more on counterattacking, use their aggression. Against the hesitant one, you need to lead, be aggressive, force reactions.
What about left-footers? Or if they keep backing up or sidestepping?
Gotta adjust. Different angles for lefties. If they back up, maybe feint, then attack as they pause. If they sidestep, attack the opening they create. Weak attacks from them. Attack harder. Good blocker. Use combos, change levels. They clinch. Short, quick attacks inside.
The book even gives a specific example, attack 7, based on how the opponent reacts.
Right, like opponent steps back once, try a double round kick, opponent bouncing lightly, maybe a dynamic tornado kick to surprise them. It shows that real-time adaptation.
It's all about reading, reacting, adapting. Okay, flip side of the coin. Chapter 11, counterattacking.
The art of turning defense into offense instantly, responding to their attack with your own scoring move.
And there are direct and indirect counters.
Yes. Direct is like block and hit simultaneously. Indirect is waiting for their attack to finish or miss, then capitalizing on the opening.
The chapter gives specific counters for common attacks, like countering a rear round kick.
Options include stepping aside or blocking, then countering with your own round kick, back kick, or maybe a spin hook kick. Depends on the situation.
Countering a tornado kick.
Shuffle back or sidestep to avoid the spin, then counter, maybe with a hook kick or spin hook kick as they recover their balance.
Front kick or hop step front kick.
Pull back or sidestep, then maybe counter with a round kick, side kick, or pushing kick.
It covers counters for spin back kicks and clinches too.
Definitely. Against a spin back kick. Step back, turn, counter with maybe a round kick, cut kick, or spin hook. Against a clinch, use short kicks like crescent, axe, or pushing kick to break the hold or create space. And again, it gives multiple specific variations for each scenario. Lots of options.
It's really detailed, shows counterattacking isn't passive, it's an offensive response.
Exactly. Seizing that split-second opportunity their attack gives you.
Wow. We have covered a ton today, from motivation and goal setting through training methods, physical conditioning, all the techniques, kicks, blocks, steps, stances, then tactics like feints and timing, the mental game, and finally drilling and the specifics of attacking and counterattacking.
It's a lot, but Master Yong Kil's book, Competitive Taekwondo, really lays it all out. It gives such a solid, comprehensive look at what it takes to excel in this sport. It feels like a direct line to his experience.
Absolutely. So thinking about this blend of, intense physical work and equally intense mental discipline, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? How could these principles, setting clear goals, dedicated smart practice, building that mental toughness, how could those apply to other challenges in anyone's life, really, even completely outside the dojang? Something to chew on, maybe, as you think about all these different layers of training we discussed.
That's a great thought to end on. Very applicable, I think.